I brought $4,000 to Vegas for the World Series of Poker this year, and my goal is to spin it up or go broke. I've given myself these next couple weeks to either get rich or go home. Day one was a bust for $300, but I've got $3,700 left, so here we go. All right, today I am going for the Poker News No Limit Hold'em Deep Stack. It's a $600 buy-in. And I'm a little bit scared, but that's okay. We're gonna do it. Like I said before, it's gonna be a $600 buy-in. This is my actual first WSOP bracelet event. First place should be like $200,000 to $300,000, depending on how many entries. There's no guarantee on it, but pretty sure we're going to get some people in it. So $600 is a big part of my bankroll. I'm a little nervous, but here we go. Let's get it. All right. I'm hashing out $600. I'll only have $3,100 left. If this doesn't go well, I will lose 20% of my bankroll for Vegas. We start with 30,000 chips and levels are 40 minutes long. I didn't get this on camera, but after assessing the table for a minute, this lady to my right is literally running like God. She limps under the gun. Blinds are 600, 600, 300. I make it 1,800 with pocket jacks from the cutoff. Flop comes queen, 5, 6, 2 spades. She checks, and I bet out 1,500. She makes the call, and the 8 of spade comes out. She's been crazy all day and decided that she wanted to bloat the pot with her random 2 cards. She now leads out for 4,000, and I just make the call because of her image. This could be any 2. This is very likely a bluff. And when the river comes an offsuit deuce, I feel like I have the best hand. This is as clean as it gets. But then she does something that just completely throws me off. I was assuming she was going to bet, but now she snap checks to me. I tank. I feel like I need to get thin value here, but something inside of me just says to check it. So I do, and she insta shows me 3-5 of clubs. I'm in freaking awe. I was ready to show my hand, and I literally just stared at her hand like, what the fuck just happened? She says, I have a straight, and I'm just thinking, I know you do, but like, how? It's the next level now, and blinds are 800, 800, 400, and I have 5-10 suited in the big blind. Undergun player opens 1,600. He's been super active. I'm ready to defend. I make the call, and the flop comes king, 7, 8. We both check, and the turn is now the king of spades. I have a flush draw, and I now lead out for 3,500. I have about a pot-sized bet left if he makes the call for the river. Undergun does make the call, and I am praying for a spade. Please, let's hit a spade. The river is a blank 7 of clubs, and now I have a decision to make. I feel like he has ace high, and I need him to fold that ace high. I choose the only sizing that makes sense. I go all in. And he snaps me off with ace high. What am I doing? I don't know what to say. I went for the bluff, and it didn't work out. He just pretty much didn't think about it and snap called me with ace high. I felt like most people would fold. It wasn't an easy spot. 20% of my bankroll gone just like that. It's insane. I got a few options now. I can play the MGM $400 flight B, 100K guaranteed. The problem is it's going to go pretty late, and we're going to bag really late. And tomorrow morning I want to play the $600 deep stack World Series of Poker bracelet event. So I think I'm just going to go with one of the nightlies tonight. I think a $200 nightly or a $230 nightly. The $230 nightly at MGM is $3K guaranteed, whereas the $200 nightly at the Horseshoe is not guaranteed anything. I don't know. I'm going to debate between those two. I don't know which one I'm going to choose. Whatever it is, you're going to see what I enter into. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The day's not over. I could still come back. We're down 600. Here we go. We'll see. Man, last night was tough. So I ended up playing the $400 100K guaranteed. I was registered into the $130 nightly. And then I realized it was at 11 p.m. and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be playing this all night. So what I did was I unregistered the nightly and I ran back up to my apartment / condo and I grabbed the cash for the $400 100K guaranteed and I ran right back down to register into that. This tournament was a 30K starting stack. We had 30-minute levels, and we spun it up. We spun it up to 90K. The tournament maybe had 300 entries for the morning flight, and we had about 280 for the afternoon flight. It was getting really late. It was about 1 a.m., and we're down to 90 people left. 45 people are going to bag and make the money, and I get into a spot that I know is a fold. It is always a fold, and I knew everything in my being said to fold, but for some reason I couldn't pull that trigger. I had 75, 80,000 in my stack. I'm under the gun with ace 10 offsuit. I open it up. I get a call, and then a big blind call. We're 4 ways to a flop of ace 8, 9. I c-bet about half pot, and the two players to my left fold, but the big blind player calls. The turn is a 5 of clubs. Now there's a flush draw, and he checks again to me, and now I bet out a pretty polarizing bet. I'm trying to get the money in. I have an ace. I'm targeting his other ace X, maybe his 9X, maybe his 8X. I go for 16,000, and he check raises me, just clicks it back to 32,000. And this is an old man. I've seen him check raise a lot. Every time he check raises, he has it. And for some reason, I couldn't let go of the hand right there. I didn't go all in, so I still called. And when the river comes a blank, there's no flush that got there. It was like a deuce of spades or something. For some reason, when he put me all in, for some reason just couldn't let go of this hand. I still had maybe 9 bigs, 8 bigs. I just was so greedy for that pot. I literally felt like that pot was mine when I hit that ace from the very beginning, but I couldn't accept that his 6-7 probably got there, or maybe he has ace 9, he has ace 8, he has all these 2-pair combinations. Maybe he has a set, and I couldn't let that go. So I put in the call, and he had 6-7, like I said he did, and yeah, I went straight to bed, and now I am down 1,000 on day 2. So, it's day 3. We still have a bankroll. We have to try. We have to keep going.